I made $43,000 from a single TikTok video, and I never showed my face. Yeah, one video, zero selfies, just AI, strategy, and a sprinkle of obsession. I've kept this under wraps for way too long, but you deserve to know the truth. Going viral on TikTok isn't luck. It's math, it's structure, it's copy-paste simple when you know what to do. And today I'm showing you exactly how to do it, step by step, no fluff, no gatekeeping, and no guru nonsense. Let's build a faceless TikTok empire, starting right now. So here's the thing everyone gets wrong. Most of the so-called TikTok experts love to parrot the same dusty advice. Grab some podcast clip, slap on a subtitle, throw in a random caption, and boom, you're supposed to go viral. Spoiler alert, that doesn't work anymore. In fact, it probably never did the way they made it sound. The TikTok algorithm is smarter now. It doesn't just reward recycled content, it actually suppresses it. And those clips, they're not even monetizable anymore. TikTok straight up changed the game. I knew there had to be something better, something that didn't rely on your face, your voice, or even your charisma. So I went full hermit mode, locked myself in my room, no distractions, deep dived into the weirdest corners of TikTok. I mean, everything from Reddit story edits to oddly specific would you rather montages. Some of it was just straight up weird, I won't lie, but I kept digging. And then, jackpot. There's a whole genre of faceless content that's not only getting millions of views, it's fully monetizable. I'm talking legit history POV content made with AI that takes barely any time to produce and doesn't require you to be an editor or storyteller. I found accounts pulling in 40 million views with a single video and doing it consistently. With a payout rate of $1 per 1,000 views, you do the math, that's over $40,000 from a faceless AI video. And the wildest part? These creators aren't even making the content manually. But before we get into the how, you've got to understand the why. Because going viral has absolutely nothing to do with luck. There's no magic fairy that decides which video pops off and which one flops. It's a system. And once you understand that system, you can literally engineer virality. I'm not kidding. The algorithm isn't this mysterious force, it's just a checklist. Here's what really happens behind the scenes. When you post a TikTok, the platform pushes it out to 200 people. That's the first test group. From there, it checks. Are people watching till the end? Are they liking, commenting, saving, sharing? If enough of them do something, even just one of those things, it gets greenlit to go to the next round. If they don't, you're stuck. That's what people call the 200 view jail. You're not shadow banned, you're just not passing the test. It's that simple. Now let's say your video passes that first test. Congrats, it now goes to 1,000 people, but the bar gets higher. The algorithm is now judging your content even harder. It wants better engagement percentages before it moves you to 5,000 views, then 10K, and so on. That's why most people stay stuck. They think TikTok hates them, when really their content just doesn't spark anything in the first round. But we can fix that, and we will. Before we get into the creative side of things though, let's talk money. Because views are cute, but what's the point if you can't cash in on them? Now here's a twist most people don't realize. TikTok only monetizes content from specific countries. So if you're not posting from the US, UK, or a few select spots, you're basically entertaining the world for free. And trust me, nobody wants to spend hours editing for the fun of it. But here's where it gets spicy. I found a service that lets you grab pre-monetized accounts, ones that already have over 10,000 followers and are registered in the right countries. No shady VPNs, no sketchy hacks. These are legit accounts organically grown and ready to earn from post number one. And if anything ever goes wrong, they'll replace it for free. I've used this myself to test niches fast without waiting months to qualify for the Creator Fund. Once you've got that account, you're already miles ahead of everyone else struggling just to unlock monetization. No begging for followers, no waiting on some miracle post to blow up. You're straight into profit mode from day one. Now that we've handled the boring but necessary stuff, let's get into the fun part, making your actual TikTok. First step, your profile. People massively underestimate how important this is. Your name, bio, profile picture, they all signal to the algorithm what you're about. So yeah, even though we're going faceless, we're not going clueless. When I set up a new account, I literally just asked ChatGPT for 10 TikTok name ideas based on my niche. You can say something like, I'm starting a faceless TikTok channel in the history POV space. Give me 10 brandable name ideas. Done. Pick your favorite and lock it in. Next up is the display name. You want this to be keyword rich. Doesn't need to be clever, just functional. Add something like history POV or epic moments in time so TikTok knows who to recommend you to. That's how you sneak into search results and get picked up by people scrolling for that kind of content. Same deal with the bio. Short, sharp, and full of keywords. Not the place for "welcome to my life" or some inspirational quote. Think more like daily history POVs, stories from the past, told with AI. That's it. We're not writing a novel, just making the algorithm's job easier. Now for the profile picture, you want something that visually fits the niche, not just any stock image. I use AI for this too. Ask ChatGPT to describe a profile pic idea for your niche, turn that into a prompt, and drop it into an image generator like Leonardo AI. Choose a style you like. Graphic design presets work great, and boom, you've got a custom brand image in less than 5 minutes. Upload it, and your profile's done. At this point, your account looks the part. Now let's make it act the part. We're diving into content creation next, and trust me, this is where it gets addictive. The whole foundation is the video prompt. If your video prompt sucks, your video will flop. It's not even a question. This is the engine. So how do we write a good one? We let AI do the heavy lifting. I open a fresh ChatGPT chat and tell it to act like a top-tier content strategist. I feed it a few examples like POV, you wake up on the Titanic in 1912, and explain that I want it to write 10 engaging scene ideas for a historical POV TikTok. It'll give you a full outline, setting, tone, and even emotional beats. It's like having a tiny Spielberg in your browser. Once you've got the scenes, the next step is turning them into visuals. This part's a blast. You'll ask ChatGPT again, but this time for detailed scene descriptions written in first-person view, tailored for Kling AI. Be specific. Tell it you want 5 sentences per prompt, high detail, emotionally immersive. These become your blueprint for image generation. With those prompts ready, you hop over to Picmon, an AI image generator that actually understands storytelling. Paste in the prompts, adjust your settings to 9:16 aspect ratio, use the Picmon Art V1 model, and hit generate. Do this for all 10 scenes. Download everything. You're now sitting on a storyboard that would make a film student jealous. Next comes animation. And no, you don't need After Effects or some overpriced template pack. Just use Kling.ai or Hilo.ai, upload your image, paste in the original prompt, tweak the camera movement to something subtle but cinematic, and generate. You'll end up with short animated clips that look way more premium than they should. And then comes the final layer, editing. I use CapCut because it's free, fast, and doesn't fry my brain. Create a new project, upload all your visuals, line them up in order, and start layering in the audio. This is where your prompts save you again. Remember how they included sound effects? Go to Pixabay, find each sound effect, download it, and drag it into CapCut. Be careful here. Audio balance matters. Nobody wants to get jump scared by a cannon blast at full volume. Set your sound effects around -20 decibels, and you'll be golden. Add some fade transitions between scenes. Maybe throw in a bold animated title up front that hooks the viewer. POV. You're aboard the last Roman warship, or something that screams drama. Once it all feels smooth, export it at 1080p and 60 FPS. That's the TikTok sweet spot. High quality, fast-paced, easy to rewatch. So yeah, you can absolutely build a faceless TikTok empire using nothing but AI and a few free tools. No face, no voice, no dancing required. If you found this helpful, drop a like, leave a comment, and hit that follow. I've got a lot more where this came from, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. See you in the next one.